Hello everybody, this is jaydenshaunts, and today we have to unbox and set up is the new for 2024 Lowe's Haunted Living Keyboard Player by Tekky. Those of you that have been following me since last year when the initial release of the band came out know I was a huge fan of this band, and I still am. This is the new keyboard player. The lead singer is over here behind me. This box is huge. This is for the keyboard player. I can use this box as an armrest. It is ginormous. So I assume it's because of the keyboard. We're about to find out together. You guys are gonna see it before I do. I'm gonna tilt the box over to you guys. There you go. That is what the inside looks like. I hope you guys are seeing that well. And I'm looking around in here, and it is definitely just because of the sheer size of the keyboard. So let's see how we're gonna get all of this out. So I guess we're gonna get the keyboard out first, because that is not tied or anything. So this is the keyboard with webbing. The keyboard does have a lot of spider web on it. Actually, I'm gonna lay that down so that doesn't fall and break. And then here is the Reaper himself, which just kind of slides out. And that is it for the inside of the box. That is, I don't know. We will find out what that is to later. That is just some cloth. So there he is, all tied up in the box. Doesn't look like a whole lot of pieces going on here. So there's his body, there's one of his arms, here's another one over here. It looks like actually only one arm is motorized, which I'm kind of surprised about. That's interesting. There's the control box in with the poles. There's the base, there's a waist form back there. And again, this is Tekky Toys. There are a lot of twist ties because again, Tekky likes to make sure these guys get to you safely. So let's go ahead and pull all of these parts out of the box, lay them out, show you what he comes with, and then we'll put them together. Here are all of the parts laid out of the box. You have this incredible full-size keyboard, his head, this part which I presume is going to be to hold up the keyboard, your adapter, this body portion for the Reaper, this bag that is going to cover the frame for the keyboard, two arms left and right, one motorized, one not, this pole with the control box, this pole without one, a square tubing pole, his base, and this back body form. Let's get to his setup. The first thing you're going to do is snap lock all of your base poles into the base, matching A to A, B to B, and E to E. Now you're going to locate this body form piece labeled C and D, and you're going to snap lock that on top of your two leg poles for the Reaper. Next, go ahead and locate your base frame for the keyboard labeled F and snap lock that in to its designated spot. Now we are going to locate the body for the Reaper and snap lock that on at the top here, matching G to G. Next, go ahead and lift up the clothes on the back of the body of the Reaper and snap lock the arms matching H to H and I to I. Now would be a great time to locate all of the wiring that is coming down from the Reaper and connect that into the control box down below. This part, I am not sure if this is correct. My Reaper does not have the instructions, so I have just been going based off of the letters and looking at pictures online. So this bag of cloth is supposed to cover the frame for this, and I have noticed I have only found one loop on this piece of cloth, and there are hooks on this part labeled F. I wrapped those around and just kind of draped them over the top of this here, and it seems to hang down how it's supposed to, and then you just plop the keyboard up on top of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put the keyboard up on top here, and then we're gonna wire that up. When you do flip the keyboard over, there are 4 pre-drilled holes in it already, so that way these prongs can sit inside to make sure the keyboard is secure. After you get the keyboard situated on there, locate the wire coming from the underside of the keyboard and run that up to the Reaper so that way the keyboard does illuminate. Next, locate your back piece with the color-coded pins and just slide that on in here. And then adjust the clothing as needed. Mine is going to take a little bit because I did not do everything earlier with pulling the sleeves down and everything and attaching the Velcro straps. I'm gonna go ahead and do that and plug in his adapter, and then we'll get to a demo of this guy in action. Here he is all set up and ready to go. I'm gonna let him cycle through his parody one time, his parody of I Love Rock and Roll called I Love Halloween, and then we're going to go through the pairing process to get all of these guys linked together to bring your band to life.
Around Halloween, and I knew you'd soon be mine until the end of time. I could tell it wouldn't be long till you were with me, yeah, me, singing I love Halloween. Put another treat in the treat bag, baby. I love Halloween. Come on, it's your time to dance with me.
Now let's go through the pairing process to get all these guys together. For your pairing process, you will need to select one of your Reapers that you would like to have your leader. For my instance, I think it would be most fitting to use our lead singer here as the leader. To make this guy your leader, which is going to be your Bluetooth receiver, you're going to flip him to the leader function. Then you are going to locate the wire that does come with this product and make sure you have the right end that says output and plug that in to his control box. Do not use input or the function will not work. Next, go ahead and plug in the prop, and when it signals that it is searching for the Bluetooth signal you were trying to attach it to, it will make this sound. And then to signify that it has connected to the device, it will make this sound. Locate your device's settings on the device that you want to Bluetooth pair your Reaper with. Go to Bluetooth and look for Reaper Band. Press that, and when it connects, it will make this sound. Now that you have your main Reaper paired with your device, you're going to locate the other end of this cord and plug it into your other Reaper that you wish to have connected as well. After locating your input, you are going to plug that into the input part on this props control box. Now, if you have the whole band or 3 Reapers instead of 2, you will go ahead and grab the wire that your second Reaper will come with and then plug in the output and then plug in your other end, which is input, into your other Reaper, and it's going to switch vice versa depending on how many Reapers you have in just the pattern it's going to go. So just to clear it up in case I confused anybody, once you have your leader connected, he is going to have the cord connected to output, so that way his power is being outputted to give to the input of your other Reaper, and then the power and signal of this Reaper is going to get plugged into the output and then plugged into your other character here. Then you're going to plug in the input cord, so that way this props input is being output into your 4th character. If I have confused anybody, please leave a comment down below. I will get to them as soon as I can and explain as thoroughly as I can. Now that you have these guys all situated, now that's all to do is to line them up the way you want them to and play some music through them. I'm gonna have them cycle through their pre-programmed sequence, which is the parody of I Love Rock and Roll, I Love Halloween, and then we're going to go to some music with their Bluetooth feature.
I love Halloween. Put another treat in the treat bag, baby. I love Halloween. Come on, it's your time to dance with me. You better fear the Reaper. I saw you standing there in the graveyard scene. Think it must have been around Halloween.
now we're going to take a look at them in the dark. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the new for 2024 Lowe's Haunted Living Reaper Band by Tekky. I have absolutely nothing but praise for these guys. If you guys were tuned into my channel last year, you would notice that the guitar player and the drummer are my ones that I did showcase in my last year's video. So these are last year's models. However, I do have this year's guitar player. I just have not opened it yet. I did purchase this one with the intent to have two bassists. So we have him, but seeing just the overall quality upgrades on the lead singer and the keyboard player compared to the two that we got last year, I would venture to say the new guitar player and new drummer are highly, highly upgraded. Because as you guys know, Tekky is always looking at customer feedback, looking at customer reviews to see what they can improve on the product if it does want to return next season by the retailer. So I will say that I know the drummer last year had issues. I did have issues with my drummer as well. Seeing that the keyboard player does have the same mechanism for that arm, I would venture to say the that the new drummer does also have that upgraded mechanism. Last year, the issues with the drummer were the arms would stop moving. Tekky has upgraded the motors and also upgraded just the overall mechanism for the product. I'm not sure if I can get in here enough with one hand. Yes, I can. But as you can see here, there are metal caps wrapped around the square shafts so that that does not split. That was an issue they were having last season, mostly on the store displays because they were going since July. They were going from July to October. Kids were pulling on them nonstop. They were going every day on sensor. I'm not surprised it broke. It's a really great prop, but it's bound to break going on that constant in a store with no breaks in between. So seeing that is upgraded, I have no doubt in my mind that knowing Tekky and how they run their company, this guy is going to be upgraded for this season. Same thing with the guitar player. I did notice on this guy and that guy, since they do have the bobbing heads, that the mechanism's plastic is also upgraded to a clear plastic, which is much stronger. Overall, I am extremely pleased with these guys. I have absolutely no complaints. I have one singular gripe. I honestly don't care. I have seen other people complaining about it, so I figured I would mention it. And that is that both arms on the keyboard player do not move. Only the one moves. I personally don't mind. I love these guys. There is so much going on. Your trick-or-treaters are not going to notice that only one arm on your keyboard player is moving. They're going to just see everybody's head rocking, all the lights flashing. They're not going to be paying attention, asking why that guy's arm is not moving. So I personally don't mind. Overall, these guys are incredible quality, definitely step-ups from last year. And even last year's weren't even that bad of quality. They were pretty great. This year's are definitely an upgrade to a premium quality from Tekky, and I am very thrilled to see that. If you guys have the opportunity to pick these up, I'd highly recommend them. They are 100% worth their price tags. And I also have seen people complain about the price up on the guitar player. That is because of the quality upgrades Tekky has done on it. It is made better, so the $30 price increase is more than likely justified. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. If you can grab these guys, get them. They are going fast. Everybody is in love with them. See you guys in the next video.